Welcome back to Hawk Talk, Producer Edition. I'm Sam Montag, joined alongside Daniel Botolino. The Hawks take a 2-1 win over the Wareham Gatemen tonight. But before we go anywhere, Daniel caught up with Coach Mitch Karraker.
Daniel Botolino here with Hyannis manager Mitch Karraker. And Coach Eddie Copper, statistically best start of his season. What did you see tonight?
Yeah, he had really good stuff. Threw 3 or 4 pitches for strikes, which was huge, and that was an outing we needed, really. I mean, against a really good offensive team. He made really big pitches when he had to and pounded the strike zone, so it was really good to see.
And the first inning offense, I know you guys didn't get a lot of it, but how big was that just to get the first inning lead and to enter out onto the field for defense to be able to be up by a run?
Yeah, I mean, it's massive. I mean, I told our guys, it doesn't have to be pretty. Anyway, we can find a way to score some runs. That's the way we're going to do it. And it started with a really good walk, and Shaft putting together a really good at-bat with 2 strikes. And Brody unselfishly squaring with 2 strikes scared the heck out of me, but it all worked out. And, a couple at-bats that didn't go our way, and then Jeff works a huge walk. I mean, that's just team baseball right there. And just really proud of our guys to find a way to win.
And then following up on that 9th inning, with them making all those pitching changes, what were those conversations like when they were making those changes, and how did that kind of play into things?
Yeah, I mean, I think each guy's a little bit different. They threw a lot of arms at us tonight, and so just making sure our approach was right was important. And our interns do a fantastic job with the scouting report, so we had good information going into it. Not easy to do from an offensive side to see that many arms, but I thought our guys handled it well.
And then lastly, going into this final stretch, how big is that to get a win against the #1 team in the division?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if they're the first place team or the last place team. We need wins.
Yeah.
And so I think any win we can get is huge, and we're going to take it one day at a time. We got a good off day tomorrow to get rested up and finish out the season strong.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Daniel, the hitting all night long was really impressive from the Hawks. What more did you see from it?
Yeah, I think the approach was really good, right? They were aggressive at the right times. They were patient at the others. You see the amount of walks, and you just say, man, they were just kind of gifted. But, man, they worked hard on a lot of those, a lot of full counts, a lot of fouling off pitches, and a really nice job there. Walks can be earned. Sometimes they're given, but in a lot of cases they were earned, and they were earned tonight.
Well, they had tons of walks. They also had a couple of big hits. But a lot of the success for the Harbor Hawks tonight came from the defensive side. And our own Ava Fernandez caught up with starting pitcher Eddie Copper.
Ava Fernandez alongside Eddie Copper, and Eddie was our starting pitcher for tonight. You had 4 innings that you pitched, 5 strikeouts, no runs allowed. What was kind of working for you up the mound?
I'd say getting ahead early, using my fastball early, and then going to that slider later in counts to get swing and miss.
Yeah, and how big of a contributor was the defense working behind you tonight?
Huge. I mean, when you know your guys are going to make plays, it's big. Helps me be aggressive early in counts just because I know if they put the ball in play, it's going to be an out.
Yeah, and you and Briggs had a great connection tonight at the plate. What was kind of working in between you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I trust Brody. I've thrown to him a couple of times, and I've liked every time I've thrown to him. So just having that trust in your catcher that if I do spike a ball, he's going to be able to block it up for me, and just kind of trusting his pitch calling too. It's awesome.
Yeah, and how big of a confidence booster does this give you to the rest of the games going forward?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of, as a pitcher, you just kind of want to stay neutral. You don't really want to have too high or too low, but it's nice going out there and having a good outing.
Yeah, well, great job tonight, and thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Ava. Well, Eddie Copper started off the game with a phenomenal outing, but Daniel, there were great pitchers behind him in the bullpen. Talk a little bit more about them.
Yeah, I mean, an excellent job by the pitchers early on in this game. Copper able to deal, and then, at this point in the Cape League season, it's kind of a wild card about what you're going to get with your relief pitchers that you bring in. They've been excellent. Chandler Dorsey been here all season, and he had his best outing of the season. He lives for late July, early August. We saw what he did against Katuitt last year to overtake them for the division lead and jump in front of Wareham as well. And then you get Connor Kelly, 2 appearances, 2 saves. Has that weird extension that with the velocity, and it makes the velocity look higher. Just been excellent for them. And then Spesh, coming off an all-star game that wasn't too friendly to him in the friendly confines for hitters that is Red Wilson Field, and it didn't affect his confidence one bit. He kind of got let down at times by the defense, didn't let him let it get to his head. He's really got that intense reliever energy, and we saw it tonight.
all the relievers really did phenomenally the whole night. They had nerves of steel every time that they stepped up onto the mound. Daniel, how much is this going to mean for this team going forward? The pitchers just had their best outing possibly of the year, 11 strikeouts, holding a great Wareham hitting team to just 1 run. How much does it mean going into the final stretch of the regular season?
I mean, I think it's huge, right? This is where it really matters, right? The regular season is great and all, but 4 out of 5 teams in each division makes the playoffs. This is where you got to go. And it's such a confidence boost for them. Going over the bridge, hitting traffic, getting through, sitting on the bus a while, and then getting on the mound and just dominating. It must feel really great for them.
Well, that's going to do it from us for Hawk Talk. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a producer broadcast of your Hyannis Harbor Hawks, who take the win over the Wareham Gatemen 2-1 tonight. I'm Sam Montag, joined alongside Daniel Botolino, and we'll see you tomorrow.